1 year in this league, and so you wonder, what's he do next?
Join us now as we name the Dream Team, the United States team for Atlanta in 1996.
Your first step to getting a gold medal starts with wearing this. Here is your uniform, your jersey.
All right, looks good to me.
It means a lot, to represent your country and to be considered, one of the top players and to be on this dream team. It's a great feeling.
That's it, right? It's a wrap.
But he says, and we say to him, that celebrity is a privilege, it is not a birthright.
One way to justify it is to understand that it's a gift you've been given, but you got to do something with that gift. Otherwise, it's sort of an empty vessel, and you become an empty vessel.
Who wouldn't want to be a role model? I mean, that means you're doing something right, or at least someone thinks you're doing something right. I donated some money to Detroit to refurbish some backboards and to redo some courts. That was something to me that was important early on to get active.
He understands the difficulties that go with being a modern professional athlete, and yet he's willing to accept the challenge. And that makes it easier for us to say, Grant Hill, he can save professional sports.
You're my role model, Grant Hill.
He understands the power that athletes have, and he takes that seriously.
Make a career of humanity, and you will make a greater person of yourself. These are the words of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., whose accomplishments are an inspiration to us all. To be able to affect or have a positive influence on someone old or young, to me is a great feeling, and hopefully I can touch people in a positive way.
Grant Hill has certainly enjoyed a solid rookie year, but the Pistons continue to struggle.
In college, you play 30 games over a 4 or 5 month, 5-month period. NBA, you play 30 games over, 2 months. An average of 4 games a week. People don't realize how tough that is. And it takes its toll, mentally and physically.
I feel like I aged about 10 years and 2 days. The wall comes a little bit quicker, too, when you're losing. When you're winning, you don't hit the wall as quick and as often.
Mentally, I'm just drained, and I'm ready to go to an island or something and just relax.
Just a 1-point lead for Orlando. Grant Hill with a drive to the rim.
It's got to be one of the worst feelings when you know it's bad and it's getting worse and there's not a whole lot you can do about it.
I think it was hard, and I think he got a little lonesome also. I think it was hard because the season was long. He had an early bout of the flu. He had a foot injury. So he had some ups and downs, and then of course he had a lot of losses, more losses than he'd had in his entire career as a basketball player from the age of 8.
This sport can be great fun when you're winning, but when you're fighting through losing spells, it's the deadest feeling in the world.
People say you adjust to losing, you become comfortable with it. I can never adjust to losing. It still hurts the same that it's always has.
The frustration is really coming out. The fact that they can't get the job done.
They won 28 games, and the first thing is, is can Grant Hill win in the NBA? I know Grant hates to lose, and I know Grant has never lost before. I mean, at Duke, they always won.
My rookie year was a good year, I guess, for me personally, but winning is the top. I mean, winning that's what pushes me to be the best.
And Grant Hill's come to play. Regardless of them not making the playoff, he's still playing hard out there. You gotta respect this kid.
But I was fortunate to win in high school and college, and I haven't won at this level, and that's something that motivates me to try to win and bring a championship back here to snowy, cold Detroit.
I want to play for an organization that's won before. In Detroit, the Pistons have won, and they won back-to-back as well.
Detroit Pistons are once again the world champions of basketball.
They remind me of Duke in a lot of ways because they have really class people who want to win. So to me, it was the perfect fit.
You did great, Grant. Grant, get out. You did terrible.
Honestly, I was a big Chicago Bulls fan. I was a big Michael Jordan fan. I used to hate Joe because he used to do well against Michael. But after meeting Joe and spending some time with him and just talking to him, I was sold on Joe Dumars.
I love your game, Grant. You're wonderful.
From then on, he's been in my corner. He's been extremely helpful.
Half court, Grant. Half court, Grant. Grant, I should have got out. Yeah. But it was bad pass, though. Yo, but the line may not always be there. It may just be the skip pass.
He's showed me the ropes on and off the court.
Absolutely. I want Grant sitting right there with me. All the media come, cover Grant.
Grant, you're Duke, and you're all great, and Blue Devils, and Pistons, and Joe slips out the back door and goes home and smiles.
And he showed me really how to do things the right way and be professional about your job.
Is that Joe Dumars?
No, your number.
What's that, number 4?
33.
33. 33. Tell me what I did. Tell me what he did so I can tell him. Tell me what he did.
When he went to go, he just grabbed his arm.
If you're going to try to carry the banner of a great team that's been great and an organization that's going to put it upon you to help get back to that stage, you need someone who's mature and who's confident and who can handle it.
You're spotting up, I just don't.
Yeah. Okay. I thought that he was the type of guy who could carry that banner for the Pistons.
Defense and rebound. Let's get started. Great work.
He's been cast in a real tough situation here. We're rebuilding this franchise in Detroit, and Grant knows his greatness will be decided by how good this franchise gets.
Grant Hill taking this game over.
Grant Hill going to work, and work he does.
Blocked and caught by Grant.
An important possession here for the Pistons. Hill for Reed.
A lot of great players come in the first 3 or 4 years. You know, they're putting up huge numbers, and then around their 5th, 6th year, they realize, you know what, I need to start winning.
Got blocked by Grant Hill.
He realizes that winning is important right now. His focus is to win. You know, he doesn't go out and try to get 40 a night. You know, he just tries to help us win games, and that's what makes him special.
Grant drives Harper, and wow! Sensational play by Grant Hill.
Say what you will about one player not making the difference between a good team and a bad team.
And that's a triple-double for Grant Hill.
But glance quickly at the 180 the Pistons have done this year, and you may agree that Grant Hill is the exception to that rule.
Big possession for the Pistons.
What a store from the screen and roll. Robinson switches off it. Grant takes it inside. Puts it! Oh, a year ago, he was intimidated by the end. He's grown up a lot in the year, hasn't he?
That's why we're in this, is to win. Either you win or you lose, and no one likes to lose, or at least no one I like to associate myself with likes to lose. You know, I like to associate myself with winners, and you know, I know in time we will be winning here in Detroit and winning a championship or 2 or 3.
By his 3rd pro season, Grant Hill was an NBA icon and the leader of a team on the rise.
Now it's Grant Hill. Backdoor alley-oop.
He led the Pistons to 54 victories in the 96-97 season and finished 3rd in the race for MVP behind Karl Malone and Michael Jordan.
This is Jordan. He just takes over the game.
Grant Hill just crossed over and flew all the way to the hole.
Take the base. Go to the hoop. Runner hit. Scooped up. Knocked away and stolen by Hill. Grant Hill lands it home.
He has the ability to not dominate necessarily with his scoring, with his passing, his rebounding, and that's the way I utilized him in Detroit, and he was magnificent.
Grant turned his team around too. By the spring of '99, the Pistons were back in the playoffs.
People talk, I think they think, yeah, Grant was too nice and wasn't fierce enough on the court. I know that's totally the opposite of what he was.
The 99-2000 season was Hill's finest yet.
Grant Hill buries the tray. Gets to the paint, double clutcher off the glass. Count it.
He averaged over 25 points and drew the admiration of top rivals.
Grant Hill, tremendous amount of skills he has on the basketball court, and be able to do everything. And he has the total package.
Hill turned on the jet just like that.
There comes a point where you just feel like everything sort of comes together and it's all easy.